Hello, and welcome to, or welcome back to, the channel of the Nasdaq scalping bot. It's a Python program that I made to do some automated trading on the Nasdaq with the goal to have some passive income. And in a daily update, I tell you guys what did I change in the code, how did the bot do, and how did we do on the market. And the last couple of days weren't that good for the AI, so let's see how we did today. And as usual, we start with the code, but before we start with the code, like and subscribe. It would mean the world to me if you actually gonna like the video and subscribe to the video, to my channel, because it helps the channel to grow, and I really need to grow at this point. So I would be grateful if you would like and subscribe. And now let's go to the code. Well, we grab the code, and if we look at the code, let's take the code already in the right file, then you will see, not much because you don't know, that I disabled this line of code. And what does this line of code do? It makes the class weights, as in how much does this specific class wait for the AI, as in how important should he choose to make that class more important than another decision class. And in this one, you will see that 0 was equal to 1, the buy, the sell was equal to 1 also, and the hold was equal to 3. Which means, and that's what you see in the comment right behind it, we had at a triple penalty for misclassifying the hold. As in, the AI was very cautious with making a hold decision and choose before going to hold rather for buy or sell. And we did this, and I did this, because we had an original training file with a lot of holds in it, and the AI automatically chose to take a hold without even considering a buy or sell. And with the new training data, I have compensated. There were now 2,000 holds, 2,000 sells, and 2,000 buys. So those were all equal now. And still I had this triple penalty, and that was not good for the AI. So I disabled this one, and I removed the classifier, the class weights classifier, out of the random forest. It's not in the XGBoost. It does not have a classifier. So I didn't change anything there. I deleted the two AI models, those two, and retrained the AI without the penalties for the hold, in order to see if we get a better success with choosing for a hold, a buy, or sell. And if we look down here, you can already see, can you see? Well, maybe not. Let's zoom in. Then you see already right up here that the final decision was a hold. This is a sell, another hold, a hold, a hold, a sell, a hold, a hold, a hold, and another one is sell. You don't see it in the video. I see on the screen that you don't see me. A hold. This is the last hold you see, and then there was a sell. And during the day going up, we see a lot of decisions, but most of them are also, oh, we had a timeout, I see right here. once. Yeah. An error code Java until current timeout exception. So we had an API error once. Now, this is not an API error. Status code 500, reason response error. Yeah, it's an API error. So we had one API error. See, retry once. But during the day, you see that we had sells, buys, and sell, and when necessary, also a hold. Here we got a hold and another hold there. So the hold is now a part of the decision that the AI can make. Do we have a hold, or do we have a sell, or do we have a buy? So the hold is back in the game. And so now was the question, how good is this be? How good will this be in making the right decisions and making the right predictions for the live trading view? I did not change anything else in the code. I only removed that class weight penalty and retrained the AIs to do it. So, and in the bot itself, you see we had a full day starting at last night, 12:30. We had 267 candles. It's almost a full day of working. And the current profit loss is 0.0, of course. And the day profit is 31 euro with a current balance of 416 and a contract size of 0.1. So we are on a very low contract size, and it will take us a couple of days if maybe, yeah, a lot of caution and warnings, etc. If this is the right configuration for the AI, then it will take a couple of days before it gets up with a contract size of 0.2 and into a contract size of 0.3. With a balance of 416, and we had a loss of 90 euro last Monday, of this Monday, so it will take a while. But if everything is all right now, then we don't need to do anything. We don't need to change anything on the code. All we need to do is fine-tune how the AI reacts to certain market positions. Which means we had a profit today of 31. I believe we had a loss yesterday of 33, if I'm correct. So more or less this is compensating, but who cares? We are still in the testing environment and it does not cost us any real money. So making a profit is always good, and having a loss is having a loss. You get smarter, you know what you have to change, so no problems over there. Then let's take a look to the market and how we did on the market. And if we look to the market, this is the 5-minute of the US 100. Yeah, I need to look where I am because I've got Tesla and all the other M7 companies and the euro, the dollar, and the VIX, and so sometimes I'm in the wrong view. This is the US 100, and let's take a look in the 1 hour for today. And then we see that today we had a slow start. We went for a drop, a sell-off, but during the day, and as you see right here, around 7 p.m., we see a large spike in a buy, and this continues in the hours after it to a large buy. Let's move them somewhere here. Yeah, okay, you can see it. So we see we had a large buy. And despite all the things that we heard today about tariffs and we got a massive sell-off, today, again, and I'm not sure if it's this time the real one, but I believe that today the President of the United States had seen that the Dow Jones went down like crazy. And let's take the 1 day. He saw these, although I saw thumbnails with these kind of red candles, and it was promoted as that Trump will postpone the tariffs for another 90 days. Not 19, but 90 days. And that triggers a good buy from everything else. Everyone bought into the new companies. Let's take a look at Tesla, Nvidia, yeah, Google, Intel, yeah, of course, Meta, Amazon, Apple, Microsoft, yeah. So the investors bought large quantities of shares from the bigger companies, and that's what triggered a large buy in the candle we see right here. And if I look, then this is the 1 day. Yeah, then today we are back on the point that we were, let's say it is Friday, Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday, almost the same as we ended last week. Now we're back at that same point. So the sell-off of last week and start of this week with the announcement of the tariffs is now back up, and we're going back up again with a total correction of the market because Trump said we're gonna postpone further 90 days before I'm gonna execute these tariffs, except for China. Oh, China. I believe that China will get a big problem together with USA because China is now at 104% of tariffs, which means for every $1 the US consumer, whoever wants to buy something from China, for every $1 he has to pay $1.04 more. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. And I still believe that the European Union are gonna also keep on their tariffs, and I believe that Mexico and Canada will still hold on to their counter tariffs against what the United States did. So that's what triggered this large buy for today. I'm not sure how this is going to work in the next couple of months, but we will see. Let's take a look at the reports for today. And if we look at the report, we see that we had a lot of buys and sells, a lot of contracts opened today. I'm going to count how much we did, and I will speed this up again. 1, 2, 3, 5, 66, 67 contracts opened and closed today with the AI. And not even every 10 minutes. No, see 8:30 and 9:10. So not every 10 minutes. So you see that the hold is now working. And now looking at the losses and the profits, I see a small loss, 17 cents, 86 cents, 64, 165, those two of 227, 224. So we had a loss, small losses, as in the trailing stop loss that was triggered. I have a moment that I have €9 right here, positive. Some smaller profits, 63 cents, 72 cents, 2 and 40. Yeah, okay. do we have larger ones today? Yeah, another one with €9 because we had a €30 profit, so there should be larger ones. Oh, there they are. Oh, what? In the middle of the night, we made a profit of €14? How's that possible? Okay. So we had losses and profits, but in total we made a profit of €33 today. Am I correct? 33. €31. So we made a profit today of €31, and let's see how we do tomorrow. We've still got 2 days in this week to see how this will run. I'm not sure if I should make any changes in the code. So I still want to show you something else that I changed. I'm thinking about that. We need the code again. This is, and then let's take, and it's the status check. I disabled the 20-minute maximum for a contract. If a contract is positive, keep it going until the stop loss is triggered. Let's see how this works out without anything in this changes. And maybe I'm gonna do in the, where is my contracts? In the contracts, we're gonna change maybe the stop loss distance in 26 or 27. But that's fine tuning. If this works, then we are all happy. And let's now first focus on how we get more profit with the hold, the sell, and the buy, and see if there is something that we need to fine tune in the AI. And that was it for today. Please like and subscribe and leave a comment. It's always good to know what you think about this project. Have a little fun every day, and see you guys tomorrow.